How are we doing? Good evening to you all. Here we are, another stream. Some of you might have thought I was doing Colnarken remastered in TSW, but there's a little bit of a problem with that because, first of all, I don't have the route on the PC. I didn't have the route. I have now, but I've only just got it in the last, the last hour, so it was a bit too late. Plus, we'd already scheduled this. And I can't play it on the PS5 because my PS5 is out of action, TSW-wise, because of this DLC mounting issue. You might have seen on the stream the other night, on the roadmap stream, Matt mentioned that I'd sent him a lot of details. I sent him like a Word document and was like that thick with, I've done this, I've done that, I've tried that, I've removed that, I've put that back in. There's still no fix for it. So my I've not even played Great Western Express on the PlayStation. So if I didn't have the PC, I'd be pretty screwed. Well, that's Colnarken. So we'll cover Colnarken definitely in a future one. But tonight we got two things. I picked up this Mark V sleeper pack yesterday from Alan Thompson Sim. So I thought we'd give this a good whiz from Rugby down to Euston on its last leg coming down from Scotland. So we're going to do that. It's an early morning. You can just see on the clock over on the right. You can, I'm not masking the clock. 6:38 a.m. So we're having a run down to the capital. That's what we're doing first. Then for all you HST fans, we're going into the HST on South Western Expressways. We're going to get that up to flag factor 10. Give it the beans and finish on that and put a lot of mucky, claggy, smoky mess everywhere. So that's what we're doing. By the way, if you're on the Discord, go and have a look. You might have seen the ping, a little bit of a behind the scenes photograph in there just before I started, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Right, so before we get going, let's have a look who we've got in. I can see Wes. Good evening, Alpha Star, G Dave, David Drives, Nexus. Actually, Nexus, this one, you're asking me about the sky and the cloud and that kind of thing from AP. I think this particular service, you'll see exactly what those will do for you when you pick those up from AP. I think this is a good example of the cloud and the sky and weather. It's also got the track pack in as well. That track is the AP track, and also the signals are the AP signals as well. I think those should be the things you get first, probably. Pete Wright is in. Stace is in. Hello, Stace. Borns is there. Pete 888. Who else have we got? Freddy's Fab Trains and Planes. Ashtastic. Simon. M. Snitchaw. Who else have we got? George is in. Pete Edmonds is there. There he is. Matt W. Good evening. Anson Rail Studios. Isla White Transport. How you doing? How is everyone? We got 38 in. Thanks for coming in. Just give me a little like as well, if you will. Then we might get a few people in. But right, we're going to get into it. So I'm going to take it off pause. Again, like usual, I'll check the sound out once we get going. So my 92 is pretty new, as you know, and I've got these Mark Vs on the back, so we're going to see if we can get this show on the road. Master keys on. Let's go into forwards. There we go. Instrument lights. All the lights actually are up here, aren't they? Let's go up here and have a look at this. Clipboard lights, blah, 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 blah. Instrument lights are on. The dimmer's on bright. Let's have a look at the headlights. What have we got the headlights on? We need them on day. That's day. Alright, that's good. I think that's it. Let's have a quick look outside at the front. Make sure they're on. Okay, we don't want the taillights on. The J is the headlight at the top. K gets rid of that. There we go. I think we're right now. Right. What's that coming in? A 66? Just for Stace. A 66. Right, so we're all good. I think we're ready to go. We can get up to... I'll set this to 70. You told me, Dave, how to do this, didn't you, with the comma and the dot. So I'll put it up to 70 because we're getting to 70 first once we come out of the station. Let's have a look at the briefing. It says this is the one mic 2026 Inverness and Aberdeen to London Euston. You held at Rugby to allow a Wolverhampton Pendolino to pass by. They've got the priority pathing. You'll then follow suit behind. So be vigilant for signals at the beginning of this journey before embracing London's famous morning rush hour. And it did say when I went into it, we're restricted to 80 miles per hour as well because, oh, there he goes, look. The cheek of it. We're restricted to 80 because people are asleep in the back. You've got all these views as well. How do I change these views? I think I've got to put that up. So this is inside the sleepers, which is pretty nice. The beds are there, everything. There's a couple of views there in the back, which is quite nice. We'll go back to the front because we're going to be leaving anytime. Let's have a see what else is going on. Yeah, I'm all good, Pete. Thank you. Yeah. Almost weekend, so it means GWE remastered all weekend. You going for that, are you? I don't blame you, to be fair. Let me put that on there. That'll do. Right, brakes are off. Let's go, shall we? We've got a yellow. The cruise is all set, ready. Let's go outside. I'm not going to put the vigilance on or anything because I want to be outside a little bit. And you know what happens? We end up just keep stopping all the time. We'll wake them up anyway. Why not? Jason, good evening. How you doing? Oh, I can afford a decent microphone stand. The problem is I've got I had one and I couldn't. The desk is too thick to attach it to. So sometimes I prop it up depending what I'm doing. You can't see it on there, but you can, obviously see it on that picture. I have the cabinet to the left and I might actually attach it. I've got one. I might attach it on the left-hand side to have it coming across me. But yeah, the desk is an IKEA desk. It's too thick. You've had no mounting issues on the PS5 Pro. Yeah, I've had all of them, I think. Every single one of them. I'm going to turn that sound up. Once we get going, it'll be a bit noisier. Uh, 70s are better. And you've got a scenario in this pack, haven't you, Adam? By the way, I noticed. I think this is Cranky bought this one. It usually says, doesn't it, at the top? Doesn't say. I think it says at the end. Because I have run this one already. Yeah, the DSD's isolated because I want to go outside. That's why. You set your sims to clear weather. If you want to see clouds, you look out of your man cave window in South Wales. Yeah. He loves some IKEA. Yeah, it was all right. Everything fits on the desk, but this you can't see obviously. But down the desk is like that thick, and the clamp for the microphone stand wouldn't go wide enough to fit it on. So yeah. I sometimes go between the desktop mic and the one I've got here. Both are pretty decent. But I'm on the desktop one tonight, obviously. And I usually am when I'm streaming. We've got 80 miles into Euston. It's a lovely morning, look. And there's a neutral section coming up, so just for GE Dave, I'm going to drop the power, because I know he gets tetchy if I don't. So I'm going to do that. They'll be coming up any time, I think. Actually makes a nice sound in this when it comes back up. I don't know if that translates on YouTube, but I can hear it down my ears. It's quite nice. The difference the AP track makes is huge. It does, doesn't it? It does on some routes, definitely. Yours is on chat. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, I did see that. And I think there's one on. I think there's one on West Coast Mainline North as well, isn't there? I think it goes Carlisle to Glasgow. I think. Terry, good evening. The GWE is fantastic. It is. It's not bad, is it? G Dave with the full admission there. The new Thomas game looks interesting. You've bit the bullet and bought the TSW version. It's fun. See? You've got to give it a go, at least. And I haven't changed the speed set, have I? We can only do 80 though, as I said. So let's go 80. You also did one on the WCML South. Right, I'll need to find that then. Oh, yeah, I think that requires the... Is that the one that requires the King's Lynn route from ATS, which I haven't got? I haven't got that, sadly. That'd be another, like, nearly 30 quid I need to shell out. What's that you saying about the seagulls? Oh, 4 AM in the morning, yeah. Yeah. These passengers, if they're going to London, they should be up by now anyway. They're probably on like full English or something at this time. Which you should, if you've paid this kind of ticket price. Got to get your money's worth. Have you ever run GGS scenarios? I'm not familiar with them. What's GGS? There should be 2 ventilation shafts in that tunnel and there's none. I see most players wouldn't know that, I bet. I have noticed a bit... I can't remember where it is, but we'll find it. Somewhere along this route into London, I've got big holes either side of the track for some reason. This is the West Coast Mainline South full, so it includes the Northampton loop, the ATS Northampton loop, but I've got some big gaps down the side. So I don't know if that's a known issue or not. We'll see it. It's obvious when you're driving down. Oh, seriously, you don't even get a full English on here? You only get bacon sausage rolls? Is that all you get? Wow. I would expect full, you know, sit-down dining, silver service. The sinkholes for the Great British Weather, they look like it. They're pretty severe, though. I don't know what's holding the track up. It's like, I'll just do it with the mouse. This section here, along each side, is completely missing in one section, because I thought, oh, I'm going to have to reinstall the route again. But then it went alright. It was just one little section. So it must be, I don't know, it must just be the route, I think. How you doing, Alpha Star? Nice to see you. Andrew, good evening. The hot water's a bit dodgy. You're not selling it to me, you know. Neat tail lights, aren't they? Proper tail lights. Can we try and skip out somewhere? And we'll have a look at it coming past once we get up here. Let's just wait around here, I think. Nice. Look at this Nexus. Look at this now. Look at the skyline. But that haze. You can believe it's like an early morning, can't you, with that haze in front. Looks pretty good, that. I like it. How'd you get the West Coast Main Line South full? Well, you already have... If you've already got the West Coast Main Line South, then Alan Thompson Sim... on their website have got the Northampton loop as well. So the West Coast Main Line South full is that plus the Northampton is the West Coast Main Line South that you can get plus the Northampton loop. It kind of joins them together. Have a look on Alan Thompson Sim. The Northampton loop is coming out on Steam. Oh, there's the gap. Look at the gap now. See that gap? Look at that. Both sides. Floating. It goes alright again in a second. Yeah, the Northampton loop is coming out on Steam. But I suspect the Alan Thompson one will be better. And I think you get some scenarios with it as well that are non-standard stock scenarios. If you get the Steam one, it'll probably just use the stuff that comes on Steam, if you know what I mean. So if you have started buying the AP stuff, then you might want to get the Alan Thompson one. I don't know. Sleepers are a waste of money. Have you been on one? I would like to try it, I must admit. I would. I've said that before, haven't I? I would like to try it. Alpha Star says no blurry TAA, no stutter, no tree pop. So nice. That TSC so much better than TSW now. It does have its own place, doesn't it? I play this all the time, me. All the time. I just like these long runs, as you know. So I can't really do that yet in TSW. I'm sure it'll come, but just not yet. This game's a few years old, remember. TSW is just a child compared to this at the moment. In Scotland, you call it the Deerstalker, the Caledonian Sleeper. Yeah, you're going to pick the packs up. Yeah, definitely. I would say get all those type of ones first, because they don't apply to every route. If you look in the manual for each one, you can obviously see the manuals up front before you buy them as well. So you can see which routes the packs will automatically apply for. And in the case of the sky and weather, you can manually mess about with the files on some other routes that don't have the sky and weather automatic to make it use it. So they're worth getting. He was an over-enthusiastic ditch digger. He was, wasn't he? He's come back again now. It was just I don't know what's happened there, landslip or something. You just did a run on the West Highlands route by Just Trains in DSC. It was so good. It's so beautifully done. It is nice up there. The long runs though, aren't they, those? at a slower speed, but it is nice if you've got a couple of hours. A few months back, we did the 5 hour. Was it a 5 hour one we did? We did quite a long one in the 37. About 5 hours, wasn't it? A lot of you were there, weren't you, on a Saturday? We just did it for the whole afternoon. That was good. Enjoyed that. Eventually, you'll be able to do Euston to call out. Oh, because of the merge. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. If you travel on the Deerstock, which part of Scotland would you like to travel to? Aberdeen, Inverness, or Fort William? Oh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think if I've ever been to Aberdeen. I've been to Inverness, of course, and Fort William. Not by train though. I've driven. You know, when I've said before, I've been up to Loch Ness. I've been up to Fort William and Inverness. I think Fort William. I don't know why, but I'd say Fort William. Pete, you did a couple between Glasgow and Edinburgh to London. Overpriced, no showers, the food, noisy people, double the price of an EasyJet flight. Yeah, but you can say you've done it though. You can say you've done it. I can't say I've done it, you see. I'd like to say that. Andy lad, how you doing? Oh my god, a twisted bowel. And that's after just getting over pneumonia as well. Oh my gosh. I know you're back at home now then. Wow. That's pretty serious. How the hell do you... I've got to say it. How do you twist your bowel? You've not been jumping off the wardrobe or anything, have you? I don't know how you twist your bowel, God. It's quite serious though, yeah, you've been a bit unlucky, you have. You have. It was the longest 5 hours of your life, oh my word. You enjoyed that, you were there for the full 5 hours, I remember. Do I not touch steamers? Not often, no. I'm not a massive steam fan. I'll do it though. I'll do it in TSC. In TSW I've done the steam quite a bit. I have got some steamers in TSC, so yeah, I'll give it a try. We'll do that one night. Kind of only off looking. I've probably missed another neutral section. Probably Dave's going mad at me now. Matt says, when the Mark 5s came out, you took a hit to try the £400 double room. Over 2 hours late on arrival, delay repay gave it you all back. There you go. There you go. See, Pete Edmonds, you can go back on it. You're big on the delay repay, so, and getting your vouchers and stuff. You need to get on the one that's late, and then you can go for free. See if it's changed since you last went on it. You'd rather stay in a hotel and travel first class during daylight. That 5 hours, well obviously I was driving, I thought it went quite quick. And I quite enjoyed it. And I'm glad the whole 5 hours held up as well the whole way through. We didn't have any kind of crashing or messing about. Because I hadn't tried that scenario. I'd seen Tom from Train Sim TV run it. And I thought, yeah, I fancy that. I'm on a cup of tea tonight, by the way, a big cup of tea. Because I've been out all day, it was freezing. You probably saw on the feed, I went out to Grange Over Sands today. Grange over Sands and back. Quite a good trip. You're going there, aren't you, Dave? I think you said. Is it this year you're going to Grange? Next neutral is in Ashton. I have to look out for the signs, because that means nothing to me. Just after the Northampton loop came back in. Right, okay. You're on the Happy Juice. I'm not even going to ask what that is. Right, there's a sign for one. Right, so it's coming up. I've still got about 60 miles to go, just under. June, you're going, right? Yeah, it'll be nicer. Well, I mean, it was nice today, but it's quite fresh. It's been quite cool up here. Let's drop the power. Here it is. Any minute now, I expect. Here it is. Listen to this when it goes off and back on. I hope you're getting that. It's a great sound, that, when it kicks back in. Alright, Andy, I've got you. Yeah, you have to be careful with that. No, I haven't got the veg one, no. I haven't got the veg one. Mark 5's a shocking ride for a sleeper. The Mark 3's are far superior. I saw one of them today in Cardiff, actually. There was just one on its lonesome, just sat there. And I put it in the Discord as well. There was an HST there. So I have seen an HST today. It was hiding though. I only saw the front of it, but you can see it in the photograph on the Discord. It's in the real life section. I put a few pictures in there. But there's like, at Steamtown there's like 37s, 33s, 47s, 57s. There's all sorts in there. I was just looking out the window like mesmerised. I've never seen so many in one place. They're all maroon. Well, most of them are maroon, obviously, because of the West Coast Railways, but there was a lot in there. Sometimes it's quite empty, but it was full today. Oh my god, that is a big GDPR breach. Wow, that's quite serious, that. Alpha Star says, one thing you look forward to in TSW is the Freightliner Class 70 by All Aboard Studios. I think they'll do justice to it. I'm glad they've mentioned that now. I'm glad that's all out there. It's one of them ones where I'm going, don't say it. I was like, oh, the amount of times I've nearly gone. That's been difficult, that. We'll do some more 70 Freightliner in the Tears Classic. I know we only did it a few weeks ago, and that was completely by accident, by the way. That's not because there was one coming out in TSW. I just fancied doing a freight night. If you remember, we did the 37 and we did something else as well in the same stream. All doing freight. It's good to share. Oh god, I'd get shot at dawn, honest to god. Still waiting on the 90. Yeah, I hope that's pretty soon. It's a long time since you went up to Steamtown. I've not actually been into Steamtown. I mean, it's been shut, I think, to the public, hasn't it, for ages? I think, because West Coast there. But when I was a kid, we went there a few times. It was a good day out because my dad was quite mad on trains, so we used to go up there a fair bit. He did Riviera just before TSW6. No, honestly, it's not. It's not done on purpose at all. So by that account, then we're getting a Caledonian Sleeper in TSW. Then we're not. We haven't got anywhere long enough to run it, have we? For one thing. If they announce a Caledonian Sleeper now, I'm going to be like, you're noticing a trend. Snitcho, long time since you've been to Carnforth. Used to spend nearly every weekend from March to December in the area. Got like a second home to Bolton. Yeah, it's alright up there, isn't it? And Carnforth's good now as well because the cafe as well. The cafe's quite good on the station. I noticed they've changed all the signage as well at Carnforth Station. It now says, underneath the Carnforth signs, it says something like home of the Brief Encounter film. It says underneath, which we all knew anyway. But it says it on the signage now, which is quite nice. They've really gone to town on the connection to the film. Here's a place you all know and love from TSW. Here we go. So the bit behind me is the bit you don't get in TSW currently, if you've got the West Coast Mainline South. Plums, good evening, how you doing? Carters, how are you doing? Nice to see someone that does live streams on TSC. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I love it. I do. In fact, I was looking back. I might have done more TSC ones recently than TSW. I think. I try to like balance it a little bit, but there's so much stuff I want to play in Train Sim Classic that I'm like probably a bit too keen on playing TS Classic, but I know you guys don't mind. Rail fan, good evening, how you doing? Richard, how are you? Nexus, the other thing as well, the overhead line pack from ATS is quite good. And you might need that for a few scenarios as well. Go and check that out. You'll have no money left, I'll just warn you. You just have no money left. I still haven't bought everything yet, and I've been going at it for ages. You volunteered at Steamtown in the 70s during holidays. You had a mate near Lancaster. You worked on all sorts, including the Scotsman. You got to drive him as a reward. Nice. See, there's another thing you can claim you've done, you see. Benjamin, how you doing? You'd love to have the full West Coast mainline route and drive the full in from one go. We'll pass the 50 as it would. And it's funny because that video that I've got on the channel where I go all the way from Euston up to Glasgow, thems that don't know think I've done it all in one go, but I haven't, obviously, because you have to keep at least, I think, 3 times. I think you've got to change route, 3 or 4, can't remember. But obviously I stitched it all together with the wonders of editing, and it looks like I'm going all the way through, but I'm not. In fact, when I get to Birmingham, I'm on the wrong platform when I start the next scenario. But nobody really said anything, so I thought, right, I'll just leave it. my Pendo jumped from one platform to another. But it would be nice, I agree, it would be nice. Like Adam says, soon you'll be able to go Euston to Carlisle in one go, and then you'll just have the West Coast Main Line North to go from Carlisle into Scotland then. So that'll be pretty good. Yeah, Alan Thompson again is working on the merge for that. Quarters, this is the West Coast Main Line South full, and 66 for Stace, and we are in the Caledonian Sleeper with the Mark 5s. That's what we're doing. The final leg down from Rugby to Euston in the Sleeper. Let's just check inside again, because some of you might not have seen it at the beginning. A couple of views in the inside. That's pretty neat, that, isn't it? I love that. Yeah, you heard Birmingham. Yeah, I did say it. Birmingham, Birmingham, Birmingham. We're not going to Birmingham tonight, though. Shed, shouts Alpha Star. Bogcourt, shouts Pete Edmonds. You've been watching it 5 minutes back. Yeah, that's a good idea, that stage show, actually, yeah. Club car, you'll have a large wee dram. At 7:12 in the morning as well, I suppose you would. Like going on holiday to Spain, innit? You start at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whenever you get up and go. Looking forward to the 70. Saw several in Westbury on Tuesday, and another 2 today at the Freightliner facility at Bedminster. And so that video that came out then, that Dovetail put out with the sounds of the 70, would most people here agree that's a good sound set for that? If you saw that video, that little teaser that was in the roadmap. I don't think I've been that up and close and personal to one. I've seen them go through, but I've not been next to one that's idling, I don't think. So sounded pretty good to me, though. Right, we'll go and have a look at this outside. Let's just zip over here a little bit. We'll get it on this corner, shall we? You're assuming I stopped. Reasonable sounds. Sounds pretty realistic to you. The cold start one's very nice. Tones. Yeah, we've got to have tones. Nobody's asked me for the tones tonight, actually, so I get them anyway. Especially when one goes past Deansgate. It sounds realistic, yeah. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. Like I was saying the other week, it's quite nice in TSC. I was playing a scenario yesterday as well. Did I miss something then? What have I done now? Why is it slowing down? Oh, we've got a fault, haven't we? Right, okay. Let me remember. Gauss Champions 20, thank you for that support. Buddy, how you doing? Thank you for that. Welcome to the club. DLF monitor, recognise level exceedance. Press the fault button to get rid of it. Right, that's us. We should be going. There we go. There we go. Forgot we had those faults, and you did remind me the other week. Some of you 92 players. I thought I'd missed something then. Yeah, thanks for that, Scouse Champion. Much appreciated. We'll get back up to... Oh no, there's the... quick! There's the neutral section. I think we just caught it. Right, let's put it back up. That's because I was that busy looking at the fault screen. I probably missed the earlier board. It's always nice to hear that jingle, that new member jingle, when we're on a live stream. Yeah, all good, Scouse, yeah. How you doing? Right, we've still got 38 miles. It just went green, I think. We had something in front of us. Coming up next after this, we're thrashing the HST. Don't forget. And I've got the manual in the background for the HST. This time I'm going to put the ATP on. I don't know the setup procedure for it without looking at the manual, so I'll quickly refer to that whilst we do it. We're in the Valenta, by the way. Which is David Drive's favourite and a few others. Cyber Gamer, thank you for the sub. Morning, Snowco, how you doing? My tea's gone cold now. You're waiting for a flight? Where are you off to? Just out of interest. Those non-members are better though. You've got some membership months in the bank though as well, remember? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose we're only doing 80. I saw a max speed, you're right. Yeah, there's a few Scousers in, and there's Boynes from Warrington. He's nearly a Scouser. He's not far off. You let your tea go. Have you seen the size of my cup? Look at the size of my cup. Hang on, if I can get it in the camera. Look at that. It's like a pint, I think, is in that. It might even be more than a pint. But it tends to, if you don't like concentrate on drinking it, it goes a bit cold. I don't normally let it go cold. It's because I'm yapping. You saw a pair of Alexander Dennis Enviro 500s. Are they buses? They sound like buses then. You're going to Thailand for 3 weeks? Oh. Well, enjoy yourself. I mean, I don't blame you for some sun. It's freezing here. If you're in Liverpool, it's as cold there probably as it is here. You got some months in the bank, but normal I can't even say it, outdo you being the first member. That's true, you were the first member, yeah. Vodka, Diet Coke in a pint mug. Yeah. If I had a pint of vodka and Coke, I might not make the next service. Josh, thank you for the sub, how you doing? Yeah, thanks for all the subs, because we're only, well, if I count the couple of you that have joined up tonight that have popped up, before the stream we were only 40 subs away from 28,000, I think. Just 40. So thanks everybody for signing up. We'll do it soon. $32 to go. It just hasn't stopped raining for about a month. It's raining outside now here in Preston. It's been very cold today out in Grange where I went. And now the rain's come, so I managed to miss it, which is quite good. Yeah, spring's around the corner, isn't it? You're right. Evening, Joseph. How you doing? You're gonna go bankrupt by the time you've bought everything. See, look at this view though out of here. It's brilliant. I got the 444 and 450 EP. Got that in the sale at Christmas. I don't think I've really used it yet. What did we drive the other week when we were on the Portsmouth Direct? I can't remember what we drove. I've not used it much though. Next week we'll be there. Yeah, I hope so, yeah. You got soaked in Sunderland last night. What were you doing in Sunderland? Assuming you are in Liverpool, Scouse. It wasn't the football, was it? I'm just being nosy. Simp says it's rained every day this year so far. It has been quite wet. Risk of snow tonight, is it really? I can kind of believe it, yeah. It just rains here. With the way the subs and memberships are racking up, Tintin won't be able to acknowledge us and we'll be posting picking up my Lamborghini video soon. Nah. You'd need way more than I'll ever get. Just keep attending. I mean, I would like to pack up work, but you need like 100 million subscribers to be able to do that. Or be Mr. Beast and do a really gormless face on your thumbnail. That would usually do it. Right. Cruise along just nice here. 80. Just under 80 it's keeping me at. Bit of bog cart action there for Pete. Those signs flash up, don't they? So those signs reflecting. You've just started on the TSC collection, it's a long way to go. You have to get new TSW stuff as well, can't help it. Your wallet hurts. I keep going, every single day I see something, or I see a scenario I want to run, and then I look at the requirements and I can kind of go, now, I see all the AP stuff and I think, I've pretty much got everything there apart from that 2 things. So I think, oh yeah, AP stuff, fine. And then there's like, at the bottom there's some like random wagons I've never even heard of, or on different websites. And I go and look, oh, it's another £7 there, it's another £6 there, it's another, you know, that's how it goes. But I mean, you know, you got to put it, it's a hobby, isn't it? So, oh, crap. There's another neutral section I wasn't looking for. You know, some hobbies cost an absolute fortune. And you stay out of trouble playing train sims. You won't get in any bother, I don't think. Josh, no, there's nothing on the back. I think it says something at the end of the scenario about something coming in to connect to the back of it. We'll have a look what it says. I seem to remember it says something, but no, nothing on the back of this one. Don't dismiss the beast. Bolton has its own microclimate. The Caledonian livery is almost BR blue. Let's have a quick look. We'll let this pen dog go past. Yeah. It's like a... I don't want to say it when Stacey's there. It looks like a greeny, bluey sort of... I don't know. I always... Every time I go to Euston, you know, I go once a month, I always see one. There's always one there when I get to Euston, just parked up. You don't need all the items for scenario, just a core train route. Yeah, I know that. I'm often F2 in a few things, but if I see something that keeps coming back again and again, I tend to pick it up. So I don't buy absolutely everything. I do run some scenarios without. And some things in scenarios you can't get. I was talking to Adam the other day about something he's got in his old BR Blue. I think it was an AP sound pack that they don't do anymore. So I couldn't get that one, so I had to swap it for something else. Because you spend half your life swapping things as well. That's the other thing you spend a lot of time doing. As well as spending money, that is. It's not green. It's a bit green. Did show, very impressed last night, wasn't paying close attention on Great Western Express and almost spad. You just managed to stop less than an inch from the plate that trips the spad. Yeah, as Dave says, it's limited to 80. It says at the beginning of the scenario, it mentions that 80 is your top. That's a great shot, that, isn't it? Thanks everybody for coming in. I don't know if I've said it yet. You know, I always do, but no, I appreciate it. Getting to be quite good fun, these streams, aren't they? And I've still got loads of places in TSC that I need to get to. I've not been to yet. Loads and loads. I think that was Kings Langley. So we're not that far from Watford. Whoever decided the 92 needs a good hiding. I don't think it's that bad, is it? It kind of says, it kind of screams out power to me, that. I don't know. If you don't like the look of that, what do you think about the 70 then? Because the 70's really ugly. It's turquoise. Oh, don't start that. You'll get it going. Can we just settle it, Stis? We'll call it Pendo Green, shall we? Because I know the Pendo is the other one that you don't like. '92 is meant to spend most of its time in a big tunnel. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the one we did the other week where we ran freight, it had the rings on the side, didn't it? It had the tunnel rings on the side. Alpha Star says, looks very nice and the view from the cab is wide and open. This one or the 70? Or both? Pete, you look forward to these streams, you can have a good laugh. I imagine you all sat there laughing. If you got your headphones on at home, you're laughing and like your wife or your husband says, what the hell are you laughing at? What's so funny? 66. Do you like that 66? Here's Watford. Give Elton John a blast on the old tones. Those buffers are over there. Stay there, the Arky, see them. That's where you ran the 377 straight into them in TSW. Yeah, that Climate Hero 66 is quite nice. I like that. It's one of my favourite liveries, that. It brightens up a 66 quite nicely, that. This one, Alpha Star, right, got you. Got you. The 70s are diesel, it makes up for its ugliness by sounding good. On up, who's got a husband? Don't need to remind you, everyone you like to ram into the buffers. Yeah. No wonder you've uninstalled TSW. You set off from Euston, you couldn't even make Watford without crashing. That's worse than me. Yeah, I don't want to spad on here. The signals have all been good so far. You get a false sense of security, don't you? Right, shall we put the frame carter on at the top? Starts to get a bit choppy near London, but it holds up. Still alright. There's a lot going on at Euston. I think we talked about it before. Do you remember when the West Coast Mainline South came out for TS Classic? I think there was a live stream with Sam. I don't know who else was with him. Remember Colonel Failure, Sam. And he tried to set off from Euston, he couldn't. It was like driving in porridge. The frame rate was so bad. and they had to really take it away and fix it. It was really bad. It's a bit better now. That's true. Sylvia's on board, how you doing? Right, we've got 13 miles. William, how you doing? Good evening. Mini Mike, thank you for the sub. Hope you're well. They should put huge speakers and amps in the vent slots for electric locos and play samples of Deltics and Westerns through them. I didn't realise you didn't like electric trains as well. I didn't know that. I thought it was just dog boxes, bog carts. According to this, we're going to arrive on time at the moment. I suppose not a lot's happened. We had that fault that we had to clear, but that's about it. The ad gods, are you getting lots of ads? Somewhere around here is the neutral section, I think. $20 frames. Let's just check how many subs we're on live. Let me just check. 27 969. 31 we need. 31. Yeah, it's pretty neat that, isn't it? It is great sound. That's Wembley Central, isn't it? Which means there's Wembley over there. Looks a bit bigger in TS Classic than it does in TSW. More 66s. Right, we should be slowing down soon. You've not had a single ad yet. Well, we got the Dirty Diesel coming next. We're in the Valenta again. So don't worry. There's something for everybody. Stormy, thank you for the sub. 30 to go. 30 to go. Five and a half miles-ish. Well, that bus is going down some steep hill there. That's one mean drop on that bridge. That's you just boarding saying goodbye to the cold weather. Yeah. Are you boarding now? Have a good flight then if you're getting on your flight. Right, I reckon I've got another fault here. Because the speeds I have as well. Same thing. Whatever that is, it needs fixing when we get to Euston. Trying to give me a fault when I'm about to come into Euston. Mr. Camo, thank you for the sub. Hope you're doing well, buddy. 29. Right, let's get the speed off. Yeah, note it in the maintenance log for the techies to sort out. Yeah, there's something going on there. I mean, it's easy to fix. We can just clear it, but still. Platform 15 we've got, hopefully. We've got 66 in the stream. Thank you very much, everybody. Unable to fail on depot. Is that what it said? For the fault. Platform 15 should go in on the E road. Let's have a look. There's Euston line D there. On the hood. And on the signal. Complicated bit of track work around here, isn't it? "20 frames per second. A mile and a half-ish out of Euston. D then over to E. I've got you. What have you been up to, Stace? To make you like that? Oh my god, don't tell me we're going to spud. I'm just winding you up. There you go, we got a yellow. Release the brakes, keep it rolling. That BT tower over there looks massive as well. Just like Wembley was. Alright, 25, then 15, and then that's us at the platform. Good evening, Ratty, how you doing? You've been lurking ordering a kebab. Oh, he comes in with a kebab talk again, look. There's a giant kitten climbing it. No team biscuits tonight yet, no. No. There's one over there, look over there. That'll be the other one, won't it? That'll be going out tonight, I bet. I don't know how many they actually run at one time. They probably have one at each end, don't they? A couple at each end, do they? And then they just run them up and down. But it's not the same ones going back all the time. Not sure. I wish they'd get away from edge at platform. Look at this one! Tightrope walking on the white line. Look at this. Move, move. Oh, that's too close. She's going to make me stop short now. A bit of this and a bit of that. You couldn't say what. Oh, good evening, Mega Sim. How you doing? You just had a curry in Morpeth. Oh, don't start. Don't you come in and start. You had a little bit of E-Road. Pete Wright could do with a kebab. Your Auntie Flo was from Morpeth. Did she eat curries as well? There we are. Welcome to Euston. Let's get those pesky doors open. There we are. We'll take it out of forwards. We'll go into camera 8 and We'll have a look down, see if anybody's getting off. Doesn't look like a lot of action. The point, can we just go inside and have a quick look? Oh yeah, look at this. Nice. Great run, driver. A colleague will bring a loco over from Wembley. Yeah, I knew it mentioned another loco. I'm to take this back to the depot. Time for a well-earned breakfast and a cuppa. Scenario complete by CrankyBot. There you go. Thank you for that, CrankyBot. Nice scenario, that. Nice run to get us going. Down to Euston. Right, we're going all HST now. So we need to go across to South Western Expressways, which is in here somewhere. There it is. 0.124. We want that one. Look at that. 57/6 there. That's nice, isn't it? Where does that go? That's the night Riviera between Reading and Bristol. 100 minutes. It's crying out to be done, isn't it? Well, we'll do that another time because we're going in the HST and I want the 1 Alpha 12, which I think is... Let me have a look. Not that one, not that one. One of these ones up here. These are the default ones, the non-AP ones. 1 Alpha 12, there it is. With the Great MTU replacement underway, drive first Great Western Barbie liveried 43143 and 43027 between Western-super-Mare and Chippenham. Chippenham on an autumnal morning, still with their original Valenta engines from the 3rd of November 2006. So that's what we're going to do. Valenta time, says David Drives. He's celebrating. He's getting his champagne open. You're going on a Lumo. Nice. Oh, it's blown up on me. Right, I'll load it again. Don't worry. It's bombed out on me. Let's do that again. Probably because I run that big scenario before it. It'll come back on in a sec. Yeah, stick your hand out the window and wallop. Yeah, they were a bit close, weren't they? Very close. Right, hopefully it's coming back. There you go. There it is. Right, see if it behaves itself this time. Doesn't only crash trains, can crash computers. Yeah, to be fair, that's the scenario, that I reckon. We'll see. I did get into it. Yeah, I've not run it, but I did get into it yesterday. When I looked. It's down here somewhere. There he is. What we want. Got all these ones for the 31 as well. Look at this. Fragonset Railways, Wessex trains. It's all happening. Class 37, you know you want it. 2 hours, Class 37 Transrail. Just for Animal, Class 50. 105 minutes in a Class 50 just for Animal. We've got 67s for Pete Edmonds. We've got everything in here. There's something for everyone. Right, here we are. Let's try it. Let's see what it does this time. Oh, it's done it again. It's done it again. Right, I'll try it once more. If it doesn't work, we're going to have to try another one. It was your birthday yesterday. Yeah, it was. It was. Happy birthday. Belatedly. Can't see it crashing like that. This is Train Sim Classic for you, though. It does this. That's why some of them have got preloads, haven't they? Some scenarios. Although I think this one might be an AP scenario. It doesn't like the route. No, it doesn't. Right, we'll try it again. If not, I'll have to find something else to do, but we'll do an HST, don't worry. Right. So, let's do that. I'm just looking at, yeah, these are all, see, these are all AP, HST, AP, HST. So, we'll try this once more. Are you ready? Deep breath. Could be an early night. No, well, we'll try the one above it if we can't. We'll try one of these anyway, a similar length. Let's try. Normally, it comes back when it's crashed like that. As long as you restart everything, it's all right. But you're right, it could be an early night. The blue line's not doing its thing. There it goes. Yeah, something it doesn't like. You just had your 5th ad. Well, you're not missing anything anyway. All you're missing is the game crashing. Oxen home the entire thing. You oxen home slough the other day, Ratty. So I didn't care. It was only slough. On the new Great Western Express, I assume you were playing TSW. There we go. It's coming up. I can see it. There it is. Fingers crossed. Right. Okay. So, first of all, let's have a quick look at the briefing. Release the doors at Western-super-Mare in readiness for your departure 9:30. Set up the ATP. Registered in RN. You're in Area 72. You'll call at Yatton, Nailsea and Blackwell, Bristol, Temple Meads, Bath Spa and Chippenham 10:23. This scenario is set up automatically to change from partial to full ATP upon passing B65 at Bristol East as per reality. As I was saying last time, I presume this is just to stop me speeding. I don't know. I've not used it before because I've only just really got these AP packs, but we're going to get the doors open. We'll get all the lights on. Let me just have a look over here. We want this on both. Tail light can come off. Desk is staying on. Markers can go on. Put it in forwards. NRN, I think it said was 72. Indeed it is. So we'll set that, and then we need to go over here, and we need to do the business with this. So we'll make that go up there. I'm going to get the manual, so I do this exactly right. It already comes on, so you press the on button, first of all. A sequence of indications will appear. When SP appears, press the on button again. We'll wait for it to do its thing. Still going. There it is. So we press it again. When OK appears, the self-test is complete and you must acknowledge it again with the on button. Alright? Alright, so I acknowledge it with the on button. When the self-test is completed, the on button is flashing. You must do your train's data, which is over here. It says Enter a random 3-digit number, which is your driver number. Alright. Let's do that. Press enter. Number of vehicles in your formation. So I know we've got 10. 2 power cars and 8 Mark IIIs. So we'll put 10. And I know that because I looked yesterday. Press enter. Press enter to confirm your HST is running with no faults. Alright. Pick the data you've entered. If it's correct, press enter. Ten vehicles. Pin 842. Everything's alright. Yeah, nice. When ATP ready appears on the display, it's successfully set up and you're now able to get a brake release. Alright. That's good. It's good. Turn that off because we don't need it. Final thing we need to do. Let me put the chat back up. That's better. Right, we need flag factor 10, standard. Motor. Let's have it on 6. Have we got horns on this? I think we got horns. Hang on. How can I do the horns? I'm doing the headlights there. Have I turned the lights off now? I bet I have. Oh no, we're alright. No, they're off. I don't know how to do the horn. Can you do the horn on the Valenta? What is like shift? Is it control shift something? Oh, we'll get there in the end. Quite technical. The horn, factor up, shift, control, H. I know it was something like that. Shift, control, H. Right. I like that one. We'll have that one. We'll have that one. Right. Our guy at the back has given us the go-ahead. So we'll get the brakes off. We'll take a look outside. Off we go. Hopefully. Oh, DRA. Oh my god. Right. Now we'll go. Get there in the end, you know. Evening, Chris. How you doing? Evening, Bongman. You're in Western-super-Mare today, did you say? Oh my god. Now, you're not going to tell me now if this is too loud, are you? You won't. You just know you won't tell me. Yatton is first. Right, we're in business. Now, I don't know what... I've not run with the ATP on before, so I don't know what effect it's going to have on me. We'll see. I'll have to pay close attention. Nice bit of clag. A bit quiet. On the inside, you mean, or the outside? Let's go outside. I'll turn it up slightly. Right. Got 60 coming up. So once we get into the 60, I'll go outside. We'll give it the beans, shall we? I love that whistle. Engine audio sounds mint. Oh, I missed that. Could be louder. Yeah, you see, I don't want to overdo it, but It's going into the yellow. It's peaking into the yellow. So. You're saying, my lord. Shut up and thrash it. Got 40 coming up now, wouldn't you know it? Turbo sounds amazing. Childhood memories, love the turbo sound. Yeah, I knew you all like this HST, and I knew if I did this, there's a bit of something for everybody then. My lord, says Matt W. Look at that. Yeah, more thrash after the 40. Absolutely. Wait, what is that going across? Did you see that then? Oh, I thought someone was going across us. I didn't realise it was a converging line like that. Oh my god. I thought there was like somebody going right across us then. You can tell I've not run from Western-super-Mare before. I don't know the route at all at this end. There it goes. Look at that, ATP fitted on the side. Music to your ears. Yeah, cheers Dave. See you later. Thanks for coming in. You missed the DST during that thrash. That's brilliant. You caught a Castle HST from Newport down to Yatton. Nice. And then you drove your Alpha back. I'm gonna unfortunately need to slow down soon for dead Yatton. Yatton platform 2. The other thing, seeing as it was crashing as well at the beginning, I'm going to keep saving it regularly as well. Just so that we can end up finishing it. That's fine. Notch 5 on departure. Right, Yatton is a mile away. I don't want any Oxenholmes. Bads. What was the timing for Yatton? 9:39. Not too bad. Not too bad. You do. I know you lot do. Right, here's Yatton. Now I have to find the HST board. So we get the training. There isn't one, so we'll just we'll stick it here. Actually, what is that? Oh, HST. There it is. This will make me late, but let's do it right. We can kind of stop anywhere here. We've got the marker in the game, but we've got quite a long train, so that's actually ours, but this will do. The 158 bog cart here for Pete Edmonds. Shame we can't get the turbo whistle on TSW. That'd be nice. It's a completely different thing, isn't it, in TSW, this? Plus, which HST have we actually got? Which engine have we got? Or do they not go to that kind of detail in TSW? It's just an HST, isn't it? Whereas this one's got all the different versions. Right, we're getting the brakes off. Just wait for them to release, and then you can have a listen to this. And we've got to stop again in 3.8 miles. The MML has VP 185s, which has a slight turbo whistle, but most are boring MTUs, which just hum. I've got you. MTU, yeah. Probably shouldn't be in notch 5 straight away. Even though it is good for clag. Engage layouts, thank you for the sub, hope you're doing well. Chris says, will the HST farewell pack have new sounds? Seen a picture of an old intercity livery. I don't know, actually. There's quite a few liveries in there, isn't there, as well? Yeah, that intercity livery looked good, didn't it? You think it's just liveries? Yeah, I don't think they've... Actually, yeah, I don't think they've done any recording. I think he's just created that pack himself, hasn't he? I think it's Liam, isn't it, that's done it? I think it's Liam. Nailsea and Backwell is next. Let's just save it. The trees aren't green. No, it's autumnal. Remember? Remember the brief? It said autumnal. So they're a little bit brown. There's a bit of green still in them. I think it said November 2006 this is set. Right, Nailsea and Backwell. Yeah, I've never driven this end of the route at all. So I'm looking where the platform is and looking at the speedo, I'm thinking, shouldn't really go in step 3, but I don't want to completely sail past either. Right, we haven't got any HST boards here, so I'm just going to let it come to a stop. Get as many coaches in as we can. You weren't listening. Why? What were you doing? Where did you go? How dare you not pay attention to the stream? That's naughty. Right, we've got to go via this time. We'll step up through the notches a bit this time, I think. Full handle. It nearly blew up last time I did that. You can smell that clag though. Yorkshire Railway Adventures, thank you for the sub. How you doing? Flying Southerner, good evening. How you doing? There you go, full handle. Love the screams for Valenta engines, yeah, absolutely engaged, yeah. That whistle is just like awesome. See what we've got on the back. Glorious Devon. Listen to that. Don't want him to come straight into us. Oh, you were there? You just weren't listening? Oh, okay then. Cloth ears. As my mother would say. Cloth ears. You're just finishing some editing? Yeah, good. I'm all good. Yeah, searches for a window to bellow out of. Right, see if we can get it to 100. Saying we're going to pass Pile Hill up Main at 9:55, but I think we're a little bit late. Doesn't actually tell us for the go vias. Bristol Temple Meads is our next target at 10. And Bristol Temple Meads is 6 miles away. Can't resist coming outside when you're in the HST. I have seen that engage, yeah. I have, yeah. Yeah, I really don't know if they'll do anything with the sounds on that. I've got a 90 coming up, wouldn't you know it? It sounds good at full tongue, doesn't it, this? It's surprising if you can hear me over the top. I'll drink some cold tea, I think. Nothing beats the fresh and clang of an HST. No future generations, the HST will be like steam is. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, good point. About to go past the Freightliner gaff where you saw the 70s today. Oh, right, okay. We'll look for it. Is this it over here? I presume the track will open up if there's a Freightliner depot. You can hear the traction motors hard at work too. You can know exactly. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Is that the Freightliner place? Aye, aye. Look at this in front as well. I've got to start slowing down now for a 25. Another 66 there for Stace. David, sorry to break the immersion, but if it crashes... It said 10 o'clock Temple Meads, didn't it? So actually, we're not doing so bad here. I think. Unless it's going to take us forever just to get in. That's it, yeah. Is Portbury Docks included in this route? I don't know. Somebody might know in the chat. I don't know the route very well at all, unfortunately. If you go on Steam, Chris, you can probably get the manual for this route. If you just go to South Western Expressways and just look down, you'll be able to get the manual, and there'll be a route map in there you'll be able to look at, if nobody knows. Again, I've not got the vigilance on because of spending a bit of time outside. I'll just keep stopping, probably, if we do that. This is why we're probably saying 10 o'clock. Got a red. Press tab to pass the signal. Alright. Approved. Right, it's all good. No spad today. Right, so we're stopping to pick up at Temple Meads. And I'll catch up with the chat. The 66 is taking the mick. Going past us there. Nice bit of dual running though. Feels like his wagons have fallen off there. You heard 66, you got selected here. Yeah, there's one just there. Another HST here, look, at Bristol. I think for the first time so far we got a decent platform here. Right, so if we're due at 10, we're not doing so bad then. We managed to catch up a little bit. Bit of Virgin action there. This'll do us. Get the doors open. Quick look around Bristol whilst we're here. Aye aye, what's this? We spy. That's quite a nice livery. Is that St. Michael's Mount, that? What else have we got? We've only got another HST, I think. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. Back end's slightly poking out, but it's fine. Hey up, here it comes. The banana. It's this GWE remastered. It looks quite good. I know you're joking, by the way, but it still looks good. Still looks good. Right, that's us. So let's do it. Bath Spa is next. Just under 12 miles. There's always one. There's always one. Right, let me just save it. Let's just, while we're here, have a quick look what we've got over this side, if I can zoom it. 67s, there's a 66. Nice. Nice. I haven't driven a 67 for ages. I'm gonna have to drive a 67. There's another one from my list. Now, I don't know if you're joking, Danny Sprint. Why does it sound different? Different type of HST, different engines. Which one's Whitby Road Bridge? Yeah, it is usually you or Animal. I agree with that, yeah. Oh, there you go, we can... I don't know what that was. Was that the speed control thing? The ATP? Don't know what that noise was. Right. Too heavy on the notches there again. Sam, you're not joking. Yeah, it's a different type of... we were just talking about that a little bit earlier, actually. Chat was saying the HST and TSW is an MTU engine, and this is a Valenta one. This is everybody's favourite in the chat usually, the Valenta. Right, go for 90, then 100. Tunnel Thrash, yeah, notch 5. Where the 66 was, you can hear the 802s on diesel power, but you can't see them. Ah, okay. Right, we've got 7 3/4 miles to Bath Spa. I'm just looking at the scenery. The Nerf guy, thank you for the sub. Hope you're well. It's noisy now when it gets up to speed. So we're due in at 10:11 and we're on time at the moment. Getting near to Keynsham alongside the A4. Got you. Good job you know this part of the world. I don't. I should when I'm playing the route, if I get time, I should really like study the route, because there's a lot of these places I've never been to in real life, so nice scenery. Apart from the trees, you mean? Every route comes with a route map, so I should have a look at it really. How long have we going? 2 hours, 2 hours 10. That's gone quick. Ryan plays Roblox, thank you for the sub. You've driven between Bristol and Bath many times in your old job. Yeah, I've been to Bath on a school trip. I always remember they made us drink some of the water out of the bath, so you have to pay for it, like. I remember it tasted disgusting, but they said it's good for you, drink it. Drinking somebody's bath water. That was a long time ago, I'll just tell you. Streamlabs is on one. Got 90, we have to reduce to. You love the Bristol area a few minutes and you're out in the beautiful areas. It's nice around here, even in the sim. It's quite nice around here. I presume that's telling me to slow down for the 90, that. Every time I get that noise, there's a speed reduction coming up. So I've got this 40 coming up now that I need to be down for. So, and then we got Bath Spa right after it. Surely that 100k is reached by now. Streamlabs doesn't half harp on about it. It's almost enough to make you create another 5 fake accounts and subscribe, innit? What was bad in the 1800s? Cheeky. Right, I don't want to be too slow, because we'll end up being behind time. Oh, there will be a grand reveal. It might be in another 100 years or something, I think. Whether I'm around to make the video and you're around to watch it is a different thing altogether. Yeah, see, I'm making myself late now by being too slow. Right, this is Bath Spa. Right, get those doors open. We've already had, on this stream, we've already had over 1,000 views, so thank you very much. Much appreciated. Koiter, how you doing? Good evening to you. Bath would be alright if it wasn't for the amount of annoying tourists. I forgot it has people. You don't like that very much, do you? I'm keeping the immersion by running late. We might catch up though. We got some... Oh no, actually Chippenham's the last one. Chippenham. I'm sure I've stayed in Chippenham. Someone I used to work with when I was very young. Lived there. I'm sure I stayed with him one night when we were between two jobs. Yeah. Right, well, we're due in at 10:23, and at the moment we're going to be due in at 10:23, so I'll see if I can get it up to speed. Most of Bath is a dump. Oh god. Evening John, how you doing? Up to 75 before we get the 100. Miles to go. The box tunnel up next. Is that what I just went through? Quite a nice bit of track this. I've definitely not been down this end so far on this route. Which is best? A lot of people ask me that. I like both for different reasons. I think, well, TSW comes from a cost perspective. TSW comes packaged, doesn't it? So what you get for a route is all in for the route, unless they bring out a loco DLC later. With this, some of the standard routes are a bit naff, unless you start upgrading them like I've done and like many people have done. So it varies. From a journey perspective, this is better for longer journeys, this. And like you guys in the chat all reminisce about, you know, where we're going and when you visited there and all that kind of stuff, and railway stories. Don't actually get as much of that when I'm doing TSW, surprisingly. I think TSW's coming on, but if TSW wasn't there, I'd miss TSW as well, you see. It's a bit sharper, you know, graphically. It just needs to do the journeys that this does, really. They've both got pros and cons, I'd say. Now it's raining. Just after Box Tunnel, look out for the old branch that went to Turnstile. Underground government facility built after World War II. Nice. I presume I'm going to know what the Box Tunnel looks like. Stand by, there's a 125 section coming up. Nothing's ever on sale for TSW6 on PlayStation. Yeah, I was saying right at the beginning, my PS5 is the TSW's packed up. I've got roots missing, layers missing since the GWE update last week. So that mounting issue, is this the box tunnel? The mounting issue's really been a problem for me on the PS5. One, two, five, ladies and gents. See what we can do. What's the loco number? I'll check that in a sec. It's a Brunel job, is it? This has got to be it. It's got to be this one. This is massive, this. Carter, you want to see the Class 90, Weston to Crew, TSW6, and Thomas and Friends, yeah. I don't think you'll have long to wait, hopefully. This is box, right? Makes sense. We get a 125 section, and we're going uphill. Luke, thank you for the sub. Hope you're well. Yeah, I was in Richie's for a little bit. I was. You liked his explanation, yeah. I'll check the numbers for you. 143. And at the back, 027. Being as we're only going to Chippenham, I'm in a good mood. I might do something else after this if you'll fancy it. Put your hand up if you want something else. Don't worry, I'll run something diesel. I'll run something diesel somewhere. Yeah, if you have a look in the Snitch Show, if you have a look at the roadmap stream, you'll see they're talking about the mounting issue there. Yeah, a couple of hands going up. I know I'm not doing a bog cart. I'll do a loco. I'll definitely do a loco. I'm going a little bit fast now towards Chippenham because I was enjoying myself. This could be our first problem. Full service. I hope the brakes are good. I was too busy looking at the manual to see how I did the wipers. Yeah, it's telling me about the speed now. I think we're alright, just. Auction on me. We come out. It was close. It was close. Yeah, I was looking in the route for that you mentioned. I didn't see it, but it could be there. Here we go, safe and sound in Chippenham, and then we'll quickly look for something else to do. That was a good run, that. I enjoyed that. This guy's looking shifty. What's he going to tell me off for now? He's looking at his watch. He's trying to suggest I'm late. I'm like 2 minutes late. Uh, 43027 first had a Valenta engine, 27th of March 88, and had an MTU 2018. That's interesting. You had a look, did you? Hooray, home time. Another driver will now take over for the trip to London. That's a bit sad. I wouldn't mind doing that myself, actually. Tolic, how you doing? Classic still looks nice. Graphics rain on the window looks okay. Yeah, it's been treated with the AP stuff, but I know what you mean. It's one of the ways you love this game and TSW to reminisce. Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Like on here, we have a community channel. We all just chat about what's going and has anybody been on this route before and stories about it and that kind of thing. That's what it's all about. Right, let me find something. I'm going to switch route though. I won't stay on there. Let me just have a look if there's something I haven't really been on much with you guys. There's the Northern Lines. Could do Northern Lines. There's a few shorter runs on there. Let me just have a look what I've got on here. We've got 31413 Severn Valley Railway. We've got that. We could run a 30. We could run a 31 for half an hour. Somewhat about half an hour. We've got a couple of others. We've got the 31 in BR Blue. These are all between Blackpool and Preston. These we got the 37. Don't know if you want a 37. We got a 56. That's freight. They're a bit longer. 67. I did say I was going to do a 67. That's a Royal train. Let me just have a quick look what else I've got route-wise. Just one sec. I'm trying to think where I've got some diesel stuff. Manchester to Leeds. Liverpool to Warrington. You need to get the 56. Yeah, the 56 is pretty good. Let me have a look what I've got on here. 156. You don't want that. It's a bog cart. 508. No, you don't want that. Right, let me try again. Let me go from the back. Got all the West Highland Line ones. So many choices, you see. That's the thing. What have I got in this one? Let me just have a look what I've got in here. There's a lot of Adams stuff in here. We're going to do that on a separate night. This is that other timetable pack that he's done. 156s, 319s, 325, 350s, 37s. That's one of the ones that Adam's done. 66s, 37s. APT, you've done a couple of them. 90s. Yeah, not on there. 67, says Pete. Yeah. Shall we do that? We'll go back to the Blackpool branches. I'm calling it Blackpool branches now. The Northern lines. The unelectrified version. And we'll do a 67 if you want a 67. This one. We'll do this one. This is the Blackpool North to Wembley Footex. This is. So we'll do this. Not Liverpool to Warrington. Do Scousland. We definitely need to do that. I've got the 45 as well, which I've not really used yet. Let's do the 67, shall we? Why not? It's a royal train. This is just for Stace, this. Because it's royal. Hopefully I can drive the thing. I remember. This is about 35 minutes. So that'll just sort us out just nicely, that won't it? As long as it don't crash again. Yeah, the 56 mat is quite good. There's all sorts of skins for it as well. Of it as first class dining. Not if the Blackpool fans are on board, it won't. It says it's a Footex special, but it doesn't say who it's for. But I'm assuming it's Blackpool. But I don't know why Blackpool will be going to Wembley, but just thinking about it. Yeah, the 56 EP, you need to get that. Right, so missing a Virgin Pendolino for some reason. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, we don't need it. It'll only be static. We can clag this one up as well, believe it or not. It's the playoffs at last. Oh God, this hurts me to do this. On board, you have a herd full of die-hard Blackpool FC fans heading for Wembley. Right, where's the nearest ditch I can crash into then? They're watching the team play West Ham. You're due off at 8:51, non-stop to Preston. The fans are already on board to prevent overcrowding. Right away when it hits 8:51. Alrighty, well, I'm a driver. I have to do my job. I can't have any bias or anything. Now, can I... that's how I do it. Control Enter. Let's do the light. I want the daytime lights. I think everything else is good and set up. So they're all on board. Let's just have a quick look outside. I don't know why they get the Royal train. Look at this. There's a bit of everything on there. Look at that. For a consist. We've got some Anglia stuff in the middle of there as well. Right, okay. Let's go then, shall we? First of all, actually, let's change the clag setting. Because I know you want it at 10. What about the motors? Put the motors up. There we go. Right, we can go, because it's 51. Put it in forwards. Take the brakes off. And we'll go to Preston. Royal Sovereign. That'll take your eardrums out. They went for a playoff final a few years ago to get in the Premier League. I don't know how they did that. I still don't know how they did that, actually. Right, we're off. let's have a look at the briefing. There's not much in the briefing. Straight to Preston, platform 4. You're the most biased person I know. Oh, because I'm not that biased. I am taking a train full of Blackpool fans, so I'm not that biased. I've given up my Preston routes to do this, you know. I know we're going to end up at Preston, so it's not all bad, but taking Blackpool fans places is not what I should be doing. Right, so we're non-stop, 17 miles. No, they haven't, Owens. They haven't. Maybe this time. Speeding already up. Go to the back. What we got on the back? 67019 at the back. Engine on the back in case they want to come back home quick. I think that's what that is. Right, we're nearly in the 30. Matthew, good evening, how are you? Are you on the Discord, Matthew? Have a look in the description for the Discord, because it doesn't let anyone post links. But you can put a link in the Discord if you want. In the Train Sim Classic section. You can have a look at it there. Yeah, shame you can't deliberately derail. You know me, I always try my best. The 67 was originally built for the Royal Mail, who ended up not wanting them by the time they were finished. Wow. I wonder how much that cost them. Let's check the clag out. Yeah, there's a bit. There's a bit. All beans as we come up to Leighton Station. Yes, this 67, by the way, is another AP one. You can get the Steam version of the 67. This is the enhancement pack from AP as well. It's worth getting the AP ones just for all the liveries. There's that many liveries you get with them. I think the signal's green. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. Semaphore signalling. It's telling me about the 35, isn't it? That's what it's doing. It's not the signal. Just as we're approaching Polton, we need to be down, of course. Same in TSW. Yeah, stamps are expensive, aren't they? Yeah. I know what you're saying there. Very. 20 through the station. Does it have an 8-notch throttle? Can't remember. We'll check in a sec. Yeah, they would snitch on you. Okie doke, here we go. So through the arches, past Polton Station. Preston fan driving. Yeah. At least he can't get to me. I can lock the doors. I actually don't know in this what the Bernays branch looks like. Still, at this time period. There's still a little bit going up there. It doesn't say what year this scenario is, does it? Oh, 2012. There's still quite a bit of track in there, going up there. I think it is 8 notches, because I did 2 to get to 25 there. 4 to 50, so Danny Sprint, I think it's 8 notch, yeah. I think it's dead. The rear one's dead. It's not making any sound. It's just for some return journey, I think. That's a siesta in the middle. Looks a bit different, this, doesn't it, to the TSW version back in 1986. There you are. It's got the plaque and everything, that one. I do appreciate everyone coming in though and staying in. That's great. Any route suggestions or anything like that, if you're on the Discord, stick it in the TS Classic section of the Discord. And then it'll also help me decide then. So if I've got it, well, we can play it. Probably got the rail train as they never to make the journey again. I think some Blackpool fan is having some fun with it being the Royal Train. I think whoever created this scenario. Now I've started the wipers off. The 185. Also something that will cost you money at ATS, but it's good though. The 185 is quite nice. There's Who's crazy enough to the whole stream? Like you mean? Luke says the weather is just like now in Cardiff. Heavy rain. You're in Cardiff, are you? Nice. Yeah, fortunately, it's just stopped here on the route. It wasn't really raining anyway. It's just me pressing a button by accident. See the cloud pack as well. Look at those clouds. That's the cloud pack. They do look pretty good. There's the tower over there, look. I think Ratty's been lurking as well because he ordered a kebab, didn't he? He's probably been stuffing his face. That 56 guy, good evening. '67 has some grunt, 3,200 horsepower, 100 less than a Deltic, but probably 20 tons lighter. In TS Classic, I think it's predominantly used in freight scenarios. There are a few odd ones like this. I think I've got a couple of Royal Train scenarios. I have one scenario that is really the Royal Train, with better coaches on the back, the proper Royal coaches. Because there is a livery in the coach pack for that. Right, we're going to have to slow down for this 40. The Kirkham. A 99 is ugly, do you mean? That's not the first time tonight someone's talked about an ugly train. That 92 though, I don't mind that 92, I think it's alright. Right, down to a 40, then down to a 30. 8 miles to go, 8 and a bit. Blackpool South line coming up on the right hand side, out of Kirkham. Don't know on this. Can we go to Blackpool South? Oh, we can. Kind of. Ribble Steam Railway siding. Nice. Must be used for something. I don't know what, but... Yeah, they get used on the Pullman. Yeah, they do, yeah. I think I have one of them as well in this. I think. I don't, Danny Sprint, no. Yeah, I don't mind that 92 at all, I'll be honest. Right. 30 for now. That's slow, isn't it, that? Decouple the carriages, that will annoy your fans. Yeah, leave it all behind. They can walk it. A throbby noise. That's a good one. We'll give it the beans. It sounds good from the inside, doesn't it, in the cab? Takes quite a while to accelerate, though. '70s even good. We'll definitely do some more 70. Being as the 70s coming out in TSW, a lot of people are interested in it. We'll do some 70. I can't even pronounce that 56 guy. But I know what you mean. Right, we might get up to 75 again by the time we reach Preston. I'll just check the subscriber count whilst we're on, because not everybody has them public. 27,986. We need 14. That's all. So we've had quite a few subs tonight, so thank you to everybody that is subbed tonight that's new, and you're more than welcome. Nice to see everybody. But yeah, we've got 14 to go, that's all. Just to hit that milestone. Let me chat back up. That's Solwick. It's nicely reassuring but not intrusive. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try it. It's dirty, that diesel. It's dirty. Right, we're going now. Good. Hope everybody's enjoyed the stream. This is the bonus. This is a bonus trip that we're doing, which will take us over 3 hours, which is fine. I don't mind. If it's the first time you've been in the stream, by the way, welcome. Hope you've enjoyed it. A separate hope you've enjoyed it for you. And we do this all the time, so same every stream. Not the same routes, obviously, but you get one for Manchester Piccadilly, can you? Or Crewe? Oh, I might have a look into that actually, because I do fancy doing that. Yeah, it's mucky, isn't it? It is mucky. All the way it's mucky. Even the HST before wasn't pumping out that much stuff out of the top. It did when it set off, but once it got going, it behaved itself. Right, here's Tom Benson Way, as I always say, which means we have to start braking. Because we got a 35 coming up pretty rapid, 25, and then we're into Preston Station after that. Booch, thank you for that. I like saying that, Booch. Thank you for the sub, hope you're well. Wahlberg's is a bit better on this. Remember when we were running the APT the other night and we were on the West Coast Main Line overshot, and I said, look at St Wahlberg's, it looks a bit weird. It's got a proper spire on this one. Not as good as the TSW one, but it'll do. That's better. Let's have a look at the docks while we're here. There's the docks. Right there at the top. Umberto's Chippy down there. If you're ever in Preston. I think it's changed hands now. Not Mr. Umberto anymore. Right, let's get down for this 25 and then we're in platform 4 then. This is our yellow right here. Evening, Andy, how you doing? Yeah, the Cleg's accelerated. You're off to Aberdeen tomorrow. After this, can you drive a 365 from King's Cross to King's Lynn? I don't have King's Lynn in the game, Graham. I haven't got the King's Lynn route from ATS. Okay, I might have severely braked there when I didn't need to. Don't spad it, they'll get rowdy. They wouldn't know the difference, that lot. They wouldn't know the difference. Hashtag we are rail fans, there you go. Not seen that before. I've got so many versions of Preston Station in these games. Do some push-ups for a 6-ton. There you go. There's 6 tons for you. Let's not spad. Right at the death. Yeah, East Coast way to come for TSW. Exactly right. I'll stop here. Why not? Let's have a look outside. We'll get the doors open. There'll be nobody from Preston getting on this Blackpool special, I'll tell you. Just people getting off. Nobody from Preston's going to travel with the Blackpool fans, I'll just tell you that. We'll take it out of forwards. Let's take that off. Then we can have a look. Yeah, it's quite nice, the 67. Yep, see you, Danny Sprint. First time you've seen the inside and controls of a 67. Yep. We'll play some more of it, definitely. I've got lots of scenarios for the 67. I'd not really played it at all, so it's a good suggestion. I did say I would like to play it. So there we go. We got a quick one in. But that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming in once again. As I said, hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a blast. Been quite good. We got some mileage in. We clagged it. We thrashed it. We did everything to it. So, yeah. I'll see you on the next one. All the best. Enjoy the rest of your night.